Konnichiwa Guan, JayKaminari here. And yeah, so it's gonna be a review and my thoughts on Persona 5 Royal. This game obviously has been out for a while. I didn't get the chance to play it because it was a PS exclusive at the time. I've got to play it now because it came out on Game Pass not too long ago. And yes, I clocked it like a month or two ago. I'm sorry, I know this video should have come out during the time, but you know, life, and I'm sorry people, I'm sorry. But I'm doing it now, you know, because I highly recommend the game. And I'm also playing through Persona 4 at the minute. I haven't completed it yet, and I'm enjoying that experience too, so I'll do a review on that one as well. But yeah, so just to give you lot a little insight in the plot is of this guy called Joker. I'm sure you lot have heard the name. And well, that's his nickname. Obviously they have real names, but I have a bad memory with names, so I'm using his nickname. You get it? But you lot know me anyway. It starts with guy Joker. He sees this woman getting harassed by some man, and he tries to intervene and stop it from happening, trying to be a good citizen. And obviously, sadly, the man he stops is someone very high up in the government kind of thing. And he basically gets off free, and he basically gets Joker to be arrested. Bearing in mind he's like a kid, innit? So he's like, what, 14, 15 or whatever. And yeah, he gets this kid arrested, right? So the kid has to basically transfer to a place in Tokyo for a year. He ends up living with this owner, some owner of a coffee shop, who is a very cool character as well, I must say. I've forgotten his name, I'm sorry. But yeah, so he's really cool, and at first he's very cold with him, but as the game goes along, he warms up to him, and you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, Joker ends up in Tokyo having to, you know, transfer schools and stuff for a year. And so he just goes to school like a normal student would, you know, having to try and basically build up his reputation, because everyone has heard about this situation and everyone's kind of scared of him, thinking he's a degenerate and stuff like that. So yeah, that happens. Obviously he meets one other student called by the name of Ryuji/Skull, who is my favorite character in this game, just because, you know, as you play the game, he's just a very loyal friend in it, and he's always there for his friends. I just love it. Yeah, and he's funny as well. He's got such character. But anyway, I digress. He meets Ryuji now, and they basically end up in this place called a dungeon, which is a person's subconscious, and it shows what they really desire or what their intentions are, in a sense, you know. So yeah, they end up randomly in this place, and it turns out to be one of the teachers of their school, who is I hate this guy, like a really bad person in it. So you end up in this guy's subconscious basically, and you just see how he views students and stuff, and it's effed up, like it's really screwed up. So you can imagine I took pleasure out of taking this guy down. But anyway, yeah, in this dungeon you come across this little cat by the name of Morgana, who basically knows everything about dungeon and the subconscious and all this, and also personas, which Joker awakens in this dungeon, and so does Ryuji. They both awaken their personas, and obviously Morgana teaches them how it works, how to use them, things like that. Now, what personas are, they're essentially these really strong creatures that can help them fight and stuff like that, you know. So like, it's kind of known that everyone kind of has a persona. So yeah, that's what happens. And yeah, so after that's happened, obviously you go through the game, and the goal they basically turn into phantom thieves, and what they steal is hearts, and the reason why they steal hearts is it basically what happens when they steal these people's like prized treasures in their subconscious. It turns these people good and remorseful. For example, this teacher, he'll end up confessing his sins if the heart is stolen or the deep-rooted treasure is stolen. That's what happens. So that's their whole goal, is to turn all these adults into good people and for them to confess to their sins. And I must say, all the villains, apart from one, but I won't get into it because, you know, spoilers and stuff. So I'm not going to get into it. Just play it. But yeah, one is not evil, but the rest of them, these evil people, very satisfying to defeat because, you know, you get to see them repent for their sins and just confess to all their crimes and see justice do what it does, innit? So that's what this game is basically. That's story-wise anyway. That's what it's about. You know, you come across a bunch of team like JRPGs do. You'll have team members that you meet and they'll join your team as the story goes along. Yeah, so amazing stuff. Story, like the gameplay wise, this game's so solid. You get to, you know me, I love Japan. I'm a big weeb and big otaku. I am getting to just run around in Japan and just, you know, in Tokyo and just, yeah, it's like you're living through the student Joker's life, innit? So you can do part-time jobs in the game. You can, you know, like build up your knowledge by studying, and you know, you can hang out with your friends in the game. You meet a bunch of these cool characters, you know what I mean, with their different personalities. And yeah, you just get to hang out with everyone. You get to, you know, date who you want to date and stuff. You know, like everything is very, you know, free. You can just do what you want to do, and it's just amazing. Like you get a lot of free time in this game, and I love a good free roam in games. So yeah, love that about it. The characters, even the side characters, get their shine. Not one character is like don't get their chance to shine in a sense. Everyone has such like a cool, you know, deep rooted backstory, everything. You get to really fall in love with these characters, and yeah, it's just amazing. Honestly, like everyone's so different, unique, you know, and they're all very memorable as well. So that's something to look forward to in this game as well. The soundtrack, now, I've always known about Persona 4 its soundtrack. So I used to like download Persona songs and just listen to Persona music when I was, you know, younger. But I'd never played the game until recently now, where obviously I got the chance to play the game and listen to the music. There's songs I haven't heard before, and I love them just as much as the songs I did know about. Honestly, the soundtrack is so solid. I could literally just sit there and just listen to it. That's how bad it is. Like, it is so amazing. Like, it's got some funky beats. It's just amazing. Well, there's not much more I can say about that. The soundtrack, if anything, just listen to the soundtrack. You'll be amazed. Yeah, the villains, solid. Honestly, the villains are so good in this game. Each of them are corrupt in different ways, which I like. They're not all like the same kind of corrupt, which is amazing, you know. And all the character arts within the villain art, it just mashes so well, you know. All the personas, they look really cool. Like, they've got really good designs in this game. And yeah, just the way the story goes is just amazing. Yeah, it's generally my favorite JRPG, like hands down. Like, I haven't played one better yet, you know. It's just amazing. Now, obviously, just to let you lot know, obviously I mentioned I've played Persona 5 Royal, which is an updated version of 5 basically. Now, do you need to play Persona 5 then Royal? The answer is no. Basically, Royal and 5 have the same story essentially. The only difference is 5 Royal has extra basically. So there's like an extra chapter, and there's some extra characters as well. That's about it. The story is pretty much exactly the same. So, and do you have to play the other Persona games to play this one? No. I would recommend it though, because I'm playing Persona 4 right now and I'm loving that too. But I'll talk about that one in another video. Persona, all the stories are like a different storyline, and so you don't have to play them in order. You can play them in different orders. It don't matter, because none of them are really, like, connected like that. Apart from, you know, like the side games, like there's Persona 5 dancing and stuff like that. And Persona 5 Strikers, which is based after Persona 5 and 5 Royal. But apart from that, yeah, you don't have to play like Persona 1, then 2, then 3. No, they're all separated. It's fine. Because that's what I done. Like the first one I started is Persona 5. You know, and I read as well, most people's first was Persona 5 as well, that were getting into like the series. And it was a great way to start this series. I am fully invested now, and you know, I can't wait to play the others, you know. Like, I can't wait to, you know, continue Persona 4. That's the one I'm playing right now. And that's amazing as well. Expect a review on that very soon. Yeah, so people, that's about it. I just wanted to let you lot know about this game. You should definitely try it out, play it. There's so much to do, so much to enjoy in this game. You know, down to character, development, everything. There's just everything for everyone, really. You know what I mean? If you like JRPGs, then you're golden. Honestly, you are golden. But yeah, people, let me know what you thought of this review. Let me know if you're going to play it. To those who have played it already, please, let's talk about it. Like, you know, I am a huge Persona 5 fan now, honestly, since playing this. And I would love to chat to more fans about it, because, yeah, this game's amazing. Anyway, people, until next video, peace out.